Welcome to the Johnny Come Lately's podcast, episode 11. This is MonoDrew, and with me, as usual, is...
Cambrian.
Hello, Cambrian. How are you doing?
I'm doing alright. How are you doing yourself?
Fucking shattered, but that's just because I've been swimming today, and it's not something I often do, and it really, takes it out of you.
Yeah, it is one of the most entire body sort of exercises you can do, I guess.
Been up to much?
Not really, just with the season it is and whatnot, been preparing for that.
God. I've been trying to, but I'm so fucking skint. Honestly, this is going to be one of the cheapest Christmases ever.
We got our tree today, so we decorated it.
I saw. Do you care to describe?
6-foot black Christmas tree, but we put ghost tinsel all over it because we had a load of white ghost tinsel from Halloween.
I've noticed the King of Kings is on the top.
Yeah, King Ghidorah is our angel. It had to be. It was Godzilla last year, so... Fair
enough. It's going to be a versus next year.
But we do have 2 trees, so...
Alright, that's okay.
Not up, we're just using the black one.
Yeah. Well, I don't have dick hanging up, apart from a Christmas hat on a skeleton. That's about as festive as I get.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, that's as far as we've gone with it, to be honest with you. It's not like Halloween where it's actually special.
Yeah. I mean, plus, I'm not sure exactly when it is I'm moving. I could be moving at the earliest, around about Christmas time, so...
Oh, wow.
Even if I did give a shit, there's, no need to put stuff up.
Yeah, because you'd just be packing it anyways. And...
Yeah, I'm in the process of sort of boxing things now already, even though I don't have, a definite date.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet, though, you're moving in.
Yeah.
You wanted to do that a little while?
Yeah, an actual house.
Kind of curious as to how you're going to move all your credits, are you...
That's going to be the hardest thing. Got a lot of containers. The tarantulas, I'll just have to put into some small containers for their own safety. Same with the snake as well. Containers I used to put the snakes in for when I'm cleaning the enclosures, which I just done a few days ago. So I guess I'll just have to keep them in there and, decide if I want them to go first or them to go last. I'm not sure. It depends how we sort of arrange this. I'm probably going to have to arrange at least one moving truck. I don't know how much that's going to cost us.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That was always the worst. Whenever we moved as well, was trying to find a cheap man with a van or...
I mean, if possible, ideally, I'll try and get it all done in a single trip. Which, honestly, I might be able to. When I moved to this place, I managed to do it in, one journey. It's just the van was just completely fucking packed.
Well, yeah, we managed to do that as well, and that's 2 of them. I mean, we had a large van, though, mind you, because we got a lot of shit.
I think I might actually have less than when I moved in here, because I had, I brought a load of stuff I've just clinged on to over the years, which I've just gotten rid of since.
I should probably do that, but to be honest with you, I'm just such a hoarder.
Not 100% sure what they say, kind of on a personal front. As I said, might be moving. Cheap Christmas, just completely fucking skint. Issues with pay, so it's...
Yeah.
It's fun.
Well, I mean, like you say, though, Christmas isn't... For ourselves, I know a lot of people do like it, and, that's fine. That's great, whatever you guys want. It's not, massive on my list. I do enjoy it, I genuinely do. I'm not that bothered.
I'm not really bothered for it. It's just the sort of social obligation you do have to get folks things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got you something, but it's little. You really don't have to do anything.
Thanks.
Although it was also, I hope you don't mind me saying, because I'm about to say it anyway, but your birthday as well very recently.
Ah, fuck that noise.
Oh, really?
I hate birthdays. Hate them.
Oh. I don't know. There was a while where I was kind of upset because they were just a reminder of, not to get too meta or whatever, but mortality and whatnot. But
it's
another day.
Last few years, it's just a nice reminder of you've wasted another fucking year of your life.
No.
Fantastic. Cheers.
Yeah, man.
That's my feel. I mean, that's why I don't post ever about having birthdays online, because I don't want people to know.
Yeah.
And I will not tell the date right now.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't tell people either, to be honest with you, just to respect obviously your wishes and that.
And it's kind of doxing.
Oh yeah, no, of course, yeah, but it winds me up when you see the opposite though, those who boast about absolutely everything they've ever had on birthdays and that. It's my God, you're just a materialistic freaking shill.
It's that's one of my main fucking gripes with Christmas. We've done an entire episode about this, so I'm not gonna go too much into it. But
yeah,
there's the family thing with Christmas, which is nice. There's some of the cultural things, like the certain movies and music. Okay, when I say music, I mean like traditional,
Yeah,
the old hymns. I mean, I'm not really religious, but some of them are nice to listen to.
yeah.
Personally, I like playing Silent Night on the guitar. Not popular music. Fuck not popular music. I fucking hate Christmas pop so fucking much.
Well, actually, today I lost. I've been playing this thing with a bunch of people I know
I know.
called What? Yeah, I lost Whamageddon today.
I haven't yet.
Oh my god.
That's what comes with not having like television or popular radio on.
Well, I was in the market where we live, and it was just playing out of one of the music stores.
Ooh.
It was like you have a million other CDs. You could be playing anything right about now, you son of a bitch.
Right, that's the thing about Christmas though. It's just you'll just hear the same collection of maybe 20 songs in a constant loop for about 3 fucking months.
Well, if I have to hear Mariah Carey warble one more time, I swear to Christ.
Right, okay, call me a Scrooge. I've been called that many, many times, but Christmas music fucking sucks. It is the most insipid, repetitive bullshit.
Oh yeah, like I don't think anyone could really deny it as well, though. It is what it is. It is just materialistic crap.
And do you know what? It's so fucking hollow as well.
Oh yeah,
I don't care. I don't care how much they want to feel like they're getting in the festive mood. It's the same hollow, saccharine bullshit.
every one of them, to be honest with you.
Oh look,
To be
Michael
honest, I don't
Bublé's
like
made
it
another
that much
fucking
either,
album.
to be fair.
Yeah. I don't know, like I have some sort of appreciation for it. It's more from like way back nostalgia, but yeah, no, whatever. Anyway, it's not Christmas yet. Let's not give it its undeserved attention.
Oh, no, yeah, I completely agree with that. But I think with the holidays now, it brings traditions and whatnot. But I don't like what's expected of you. If you know
Oh
what I mean,
no,
in
no.
terms of tradition, just make your own. If it's something that you want to celebrate yearly, make it your own thing. Like my traditions are, I'll watch certain films that I enjoy that get me in that mood.
My personal tradition for myself, if I'm like alone in the house or whatever around about that time, is I'll watch like TV specials.
Yeah, even then, I don't know. I'm not terribly bothered.
About 50% of those TV specials are Simpsons ones.
Yeah, some of them are quite funny. I mean, I'll always watch. In fairness, I'll watch this on Halloween time as well. But Black Christmas, that has become a thing now.
I've still not seen it.
Like I say, it is on YouTube to view for free, even so. It's honestly worth watching.
No, I might do. I've heard it's very, very good and quite disturbing.
Yeah, especially if you have an attic.
I don't yet, but I will do when I move.
Oh, get in.
I think. It's kind of got a flat roof, but I think there is sort of a crawl space in there.
Oh, that's awesome. A whole place though. That's going to be really cool.
Yeah, just need to make it work and like get the payments every month.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. I'm just trying to think as well. I don't really do many other traditions. Like I'll visit my family and that. I don't know. I'm quite dull when it comes to Christmas, to be fair.
Well, so am I, but I don't care. I suppose you could call this a tradition, but lots of people do it. I usually nap at about 2 a.m. because I'm fucking tired.
Actually, I'll watch the thing at some point.
Doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas. It's just when it eventually snows, I'll put the thing on.
My thing is just to watch things I enjoy or do things I enjoy. So I'll eat too much. Like I do enjoy the Christmas meals.
God,
I like the time off I get with work.
I'm actually not sure what I'm working for Christmas this year. I should actually find out this week though, so we'll see. I mean, chances are the day itself will be off.
Oh yeah, well it's bank holiday.
Some places are still fucking open though.
Yeah, especially stores and that.
Yeah, I mean, well, some like online support places are open. Like, oh, what was it? A job I kind of tried out recently but didn't work out. Like, they still had opening times at Christmas.
Really?
Yeah, it might have been Tesco Bank actually.
I mean, I can sort of see why, but it would need to be skeleton staff.
Oh yeah, it's limited, but it is open.
It's still harsh though. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think they get like reimbursed like quite good money for it, so fair enough.
I'll be honest with you, if I got paid like double wage at work Christmas Day, I couldn't give a shit. Like, mind you, my mother, with her being a nurse actually, she's working part of Christmas Day and she is getting, reimbursed quite heavily for it, and she's a little bit gutted, but dude, just more money. It doesn't matter. She's got the rest of the week off. It's like, I'll take that.
So I'm just trying to think what story to start with. They're
These
all,
ones.
yeah, they're all life affirming in some way.
Oh dear.
Christ. One of my friends actually just came back from this country, so interesting little story. Saw this on Fox News. This is from October 28th, so a bit late, but whatever. Tourist facing 10 years in jail over ridiculously drunk stunt. This is in Thailand.
Ah.
Two tourists facing 10 years in jail for graffiti tagging an ancient wall they said they were drunk. Canadian Brittany Schneider and British man Lee Furlong were caught on CCTV spray painting a message on the wall of a 13th century Thapa gate in Chiang Mai. Mr. Furlong had spray painted the words Scouse Lee. I like how it references this in the article. A misspelt reference to his hometown of Liverpool. While Schneider had simply painted a B, they were arrested, taken before a judge. They faced the prospect of 10 years in jail and a fine of more than $43,000, whatever that is in UK British pounds.
Yeah.
The place itself is one of the most famous attractions. She spent 3 nights in jail before being bailed out, but was terrified as the pair waited to learn their fate. She's very sorry for what they did. They're just overwhelmed and want to go home.
Oh.
Apparently they were drunk, just came across a spray bottle and decided to use it.
Idiots, man, honestly.
I mean,
I think they got off light, to be fair.
For 10 years in jail. I mean, I don't know if that's been decided yet, but that's what they could potentially face. She said they were both drunk. I came to as I was finished writing the B, and I stopped because I knew it was bad, but it was already too late.
Of course, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Tourism sucks.
Yeah, I mean, right. This is one of the most repeated non-excuses. I was drunk. I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know. It depends how much weight you put in that kind of excuse for things.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, to a degree, it does impair your judgment. But speaking from personal experience, maybe I'm just a boring old fuddy-duddy. But even when I drink, I still I tend to have a degree of fucking control.
Well, that's it. To be honest with you, all it does is actually lower your inhibitions, so it's something you wanted to do.
Got there's very few times where I've kind of lost control, and it was either I was blackout drunk, or there was other substances involved, which I will not go into. But just drinking on its own wouldn't do that. So yeah, said they'd face a court hearing in about 2 weeks, which means this story's actually probably been updated. So. Tourists, Thai jail. I'm going to actually see if I can find out any more about this.
Yeah, cool.
British tourists have a fucking shitty reputation for a good fucking reason.
Oh, yeah.
They make complete cunts of themselves abroad.
Oh, no, they are the worst. There's no excuse for it sometimes. Like, I remember ages ago there was that thing about the British tourists that were dressed as nuns or something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that one? They were beating people up and shit.
Vaguely. Here we go. BBC News. Britain spared jail for spraying Scouser Lee. Christ, it's no small amount as well. I'm just looking at a picture of it now. Fucking hell. Scouser Lee, and then underneath it just... Yeah. Right, they're still being fined. It's only going to be about £4,700, which isn't fucking horrific. Like, if it's either that or 10 years in jail. The Canadian was freed. I don't know if she has to pay. It doesn't really seem to say. And, not to piss off a certain demographic of people, but the fact that there's a Liverpudlian as well.
Yeah, it's
Crikey.
not surprising, is it, really?
Yeah, Jesus. Oh, well, yeah, that's fun. I mean,
because where you were born makes a fucking difference.
Yeah, I mean, part of me feels a degree of... I don't know. Do I need a... I don't know if I come off way too cold and cruel these days, and believe me, I'm going to come off very cold and cruel later. But, part of me feels a bit sorry for them, because I have done stupid stuff while under the influence of substances, but, you're in another fucking country, you're both fucking adults.
Yeah, I've never felt the need like drunk or anything really.
And
I want to have to write on something.
Yeah, and do you know what? One thing I've never felt the need to do is defend someone abroad purely because they're British.
Yeah.
You know, you break the law and fuck yourself. I don't care if you were smuggling drugs and you might get your head cut off. I don't give a shit. Fuck off. You had it coming.
Well, that's the law that you broke.
Yeah.
The country that you broke that had that law. But
she's a grandmother. Fuck you.
Oh, and I love it when it hits the news. It'll be father of 4. It's like, all right, okay, because that's his life apparently.
Yeah. Fuck off. He knew what he was doing.
Oh, I know.
So, let's go on to something a bit lighter. This is from Yahoo News. Actually, a few of these stories from Yahoo News this time round. US woman who weighs 300 pounds admits murdering boyfriend by sitting on him.
Oh my god.
300-pound woman.
Death by flab suffocation.
Yep. Wendy Thomas, 44, pleaded guilty to third-degree murder of Keno Butler in Era, Pennsylvania, who weighs only 120 pounds following an argument. Now, when I first saw this story, I was wondering if maybe it was just sort of like an accident. Because, you know, sometimes fat people... This sounds like, this sounds like the weirdest thing. You know, sometimes people can die from asphyxiation by accident because the other person does not necessarily know the effect they're having on it.
Yeah.
But no, this thing was fucking intentional. She was purposely crushing this guy. Agreed to a recommended sentence of 18 to 36 years as part of her plea agreement. She cut his hand with a folding knife, struck him in the head with a table leg before sitting on him. So, no, this wasn't just some freaky misdemeanor. This was actual fucking murder.
Yeah.
Like
brutal murder as well.
Weaponized fat.
God damn.
So,
That's the worst way to go, probably.
Probably. I mean, obviously... Oh god, I'm not going to get into this. This is fucking hot. You know what? I am horrible. Let's get into this. I mean, I'm guessing if he's dating her, he must have saw some attraction in there, so... But still, he probably doesn't want to die that way.
No.
Yeah, her sentencing is scheduled for December 21st, so that'll be a Christmas present worth waiting for. Jesus Christ.
Get in.
Don't forget, dude, she is a larger woman, which means she's beautiful, and since he was a man, he obviously had it coming in some way.
Oh, no, obviously,
yeah.
Yeah, even though you might not find him attractive or anything like that at all.
Yeah.
She is. You're wrong.
I mean, she might have committed murder, but, you know, he was a man, so he's obviously, like, fantasizing about, like, raping people and, you know...
Yeah. But that's just what every man does.
He's agent of the patriarchy. I cannot go a fucking episode without, like, feminism being brought up.
It's because, as our friend, I say friend, Milo, claims...
Wish I had Milo as a friend. I mean, the guy's in some fucking financial difficulties at the moment, and...
Oh, is he?
Oh, yes. Yeah, he needs money.
Oh, really?
I mean, to be honest, I don't know how much to feel sorry for him, because as much as I do like Milo and he brings up some funny points, I do think he just kind of exploits situations. He's just a shit stirrer for the fun of it, which is kind of why I like him.
Yeah, and he's never he's never stated to be anything but that, though, as well.
No, but at the same time, though, a lot of this is to do with, you know, he's also been deplatformed and, like, outright banned from certain, you know, public services, which just isn't fucking right. But, you know, apparently...
No freedom.
Yeah, but apparently censorship is freedom, you know, Zeke Heil. This is the new left. I'm just saying.
It's crazy, isn't it? Oh, man. But, so he's in financial difficulties, like, famously as well.
Oh, yeah, this has been reported on. It's a little off the cuff, but I'll bring it up. Just a second.
Damn. Oh, it's kind of a shame, because I was hoping he was doing well. Like, it's nice to hear someone with a voice. Like, that voice is going to get taken away just because of... I imagine it's mostly down to the fact that he's being banned everywhere.
Well, no, that's it.
Not getting heard.
Because people, you know, ban hammer happy people.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because if you disagree with someone, then, you know, you ban them. It's not like...
Don't argue or have any...
It's not like our fucking Western society is, like, built on discourse or anything.
Feelings and trying not to hurt those.
Oh. I'm trying to find some information on the Milo thing, but a lot of what's on this page is to do with the whole migrants at the Mexican border.
Right.
Which
That's a shame.
I was debating whether or not to touch that.
Can't touch us.
Well, I mean, it's been on the news everywhere, isn't it? And,
Mm.
migrants rushing the U.S. borders, mean Trump and his mean soldiers spraying tear gas at mothers and children.
Oh, yeah.
This is not going to win me any fans with some people, and again, I don't want to come off like a complete cunt, but, you're rushing a fucking border.
Yeah, like...
Some countries wouldn't even bother with the non-lethal means, they would have just fucking shot them.
Well, that's it, and, like, I'm sorry, but people forget the word illegal.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean...
the worst part about it, like, there'll be criticism thrown all over the place, but illegal, like... Remember that's important here.
Part of the march was about protesting how long it takes to, for the official migration process and the asylum process, which I kind of get. But at the end of the day, right,
move to.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, a country doesn't owe itself to other people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're so bloody entitled. I'm saying I mean humans. They're just so entitled.
Oh no, I mean,
it's expected of your country now for some reason.
They are clearly in a shit situation because they're fleeing shit situations, but it doesn't automatically mean that like a country just has to fucking throw open its borders.
Yeah, this is a get out of jail free card, basically.
But yeah, let's have a look. Right, I'm just checking.
It's entitlements that honestly wind me up more than anything else.
And I think what just annoys me the most is the fucking, especially the really far leftists, they want sort of an open border world because they're naive as fuck and doesn't understand that, borders exist for a reason.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm probably coming off as a bit of a fucking nationalist here. Do you know what? I don't give a shit. I think I'm becoming more that way. Right, when I say nationalist, like, nationalism isn't necessarily a dirty word, like... people make associations with Nazism and like fascism, which you can make associations with, but they're like an extreme result of it. In the same way that communism is like the extreme result of socialism. Like socialism itself isn't necessarily bad. I mean,
and neither is nationalism.
Nationalism at its core is kind of just about I'm not a part of any group or anything, but the ideology is putting your country first. Which what. I live in this country, maybe I think our rights should be put first here, just saying.
Or just, if people believe in those equal rights, enforce that, because they don't seem to be.
I mean, come on, right. We're UK citizens, this is the United Kingdom. Surely the government and the people in it should be working towards the interest of its own citizens, not sacrificing it for like a sort of wider global, especially like a European ideal.
Yeah, for namby-pamby feelingsy.
I know I've kind of jumped into Europe from like the border crisis, but it's kind of along similar lines. It's similar feelings. These people do have. I do think these people who are like these migrants, these asylum seekers. Yeah, fair enough. I think they do have it hard, and help should be given, but at the same time, if you're rushing the fucking border illegally, intentionally committing a crime, another thing, intentionally bringing your fucking children along to the front lines.
Oh, that's the worst, yeah.
I'm not gonna shed a fucking tear, like, you are creating this situation by causing this problem.
Exactly. No, they seem to forget that they are the problem, and they are. That's not me being cruel. That they are, that what they're doing is illegal.
I mean, yeah, the system probably does need to be fucking changed around again, but then again, I'm not an American. You know what? The USA can make its own damn policy if the USA suddenly decides it's going to shut all its borders. You know what? It's their fucking right.
It is, yeah. But apparently it's not.
Like, Poland's like that.
Exactly,
I find this real...
Nobody shed a tear for that at all, or...
Oh, it's never fucking reported on at all. How many times when people go on about, like, pro-Europe shit and, pro-open border shit, they seem to, like, forget that there are European countries that have just refused to go along with that and actually close off their borders, like Poland.
Yeah, but because it's a rich country that's doing it.
But that's why I don't fucking trust the media at all. Like,
Oh, don't. Yeah.
Everyone's just got a fucking ideologue. It's absolutely insane.
They couldn't even care. They want this sort of this fight going on for some reason because I don't know. It helps sell their papers. It helps sell the story.
But let me play my little side fiddle here. What's wrong in this instance, being a UK citizen, wanting what's best for UK citizens? Like wanting to, you know, yeah, of course I want, of course I want to like promote like benefits to the UK. I fucking live there.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course of course I'm kind of pro UK.
But apparently it's dirty thinking that.
Oh no, but well, apparently if you believe in things like sovereignty, the right to govern yourselves. Apparently, if you believe in that, you're a fucking fascist. Despite the fact it's the most fucking basic right a country has. I mean, this is why the fucking USA exists.
Yeah, exactly.
It was the fucking United States was created out of the ideal of self-governing and self-determination.
But you're not allowed to do it anymore.
Every episode, I just come off as more and more of a horrible person.
Oh no, I'm totally there with you to be honest.
People call me racist and shit. Like, I'm not racist. I don't judge anyone on the colour of their skin. I might judge someone on their culture if I find that culture fucking deplorable, Not naming names.
That also equates behaviour.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's like, alright, so where you're from, in your community, you think it's totally okay to fucking kill a woman for looking at a man the wrong way. Alright, you know what? Maybe I don't fucking agree with you then. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, exactly. In exactly the same way as someone here goes around doing exactly that because he's a lunatic.
I'm not,
anyone who would do that is, I'm sorry, a lunatic. Like,
the fact that you're from the Middle East or the fact you may have darker skin, I'm not judging you for that.
I'm judging you for the fucking insanity that you're doing, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll judge you for being a complete, like, disgusting cunt.
But this is it, though, like...
Oh, but then again, I'm just a racist, apparently.
For some reason. Despite the fact you're actually trying to help people.
Yeah, no, yeah, despite the fact I think, everyone, including the fucking women you abuse and push down, I think they should have, rights and freedoms, but, whatever. Spoke about it too many times, but those are the convenient demographics that a lot of mainstream feminism seems to fucking forget about.
Yeah, true.
While making apologetics for, like, really, like, Islamist culture.
It's bizarre. Honestly, I can't... I think we've gone on about this for a little while as well, but not today, I just mean in general.
I promise next week where I'm going to purposely not bring this up because it always devolves.
I guess. But I mean, it's just one of them things I've noticed that it seems to have very recently happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know if it's just me, and I'll keep going on and on about it because it just feels like something that wasn't a thing about 5 years ago. Well, maybe 10 years ago.
By the way, I want to actually... I'm going to shill this website, which I've came across when I was looking up some of the US border stuff. National Public Radio, or www.npr.org. They may have their own agenda, I'm not entirely sure. I've only looked at it a little bit, but in terms of like news and information services, they seem to be relatively non-biased, so...
Yeah.
And the fact that I had to go through a few search results to sort of get, like, the basic rundown of what happened at the border without fucking political spin. Like, I was literally just looking for the facts. Okay, what exactly happened? And it pretty much went, like, point by point, what was going on, what does this site say, what does this site say? Because if you go to any other fucking website or news source, it'll either be one way or the other.
Yeah.
Like... there's no like news, I swear, maybe I'm just living in a fantasy, I swear news at one point used to be impartial.
It was never fully impartial, but yeah, there was more of a balance.
Never fully, but back in the old days, you might get like a person looking dead into the camera, monotone voice, just stating the facts of the day, whereas everything now is fucking opinion piece.
Oh yeah. I'll be honest with you, especially during the war, I noticed, if you listen to the old BBC commentaries on it, they're so deadpan about it. Like, they just, it's like, I'm pretty sure at one point he's like, and as you can see there, this is a German Tiger tank. It is filled with explosives, as it were, and the British troops have blown it up. And that's just it. And this is like absolutely insane to hear because it just sounds everyday for them.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays it would be like, is this an infringement of the Nazis' life and lifestyle? Or I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
I think you'll find when that tank blew up, like, the environment was affected because, like, the oil and things that went in the grass, so you shouldn't really be blowing up tanks.
oh, it's just their culture to hate Jewish people. I mean, you wouldn't have said that then, but we seem to be doing it now. I don't know if you've noticed. It's a similar sort of thing.
God, it's so weird. And again, I come off as the fascist because I'm kind of pro-Western values, like, democracy and open discussion. Oh, God, I'm such a fucking fascist.
The ironic thing is they've got the freedom to complain about you wanting them.
Oh, God,
freedom.
that's my favorite thing. I remember this, especially from fucking college and university students. The very fact that that they're allowed to complain shows how fucking good they have it, because if you try and complain in a place like North Korea, you're going to disappear.
Oh, yeah. And again, these are the rights that you're fighting for them as well.
Oh, God. Fucking young folks today, and it's not all young folks as well. Christ, most of them are probably older than me.
It's people our age as well.
Especially the ones in power.
Young, I guess, but...
Quite, but I don't feel it. Especially after this recent birthday. Anyway, let's move on to much cheerier topics like pedophilia.
Oh, good.
Although not quite pedophilia, but again, just another thing about people losing their fucking minds. You almost certainly have seen this as well. This is also from Yahoo News. David Beckham criticised again for kissing daughter on the lips.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, a lot of people came to his defence and just said, shut the fuck up, he's kissing his child.
No, they did, but the very fact that there are people of different opinions just kind of makes me want to fucking shoot myself. God, let's get on this. Picture garnered 1.4 million likes, but some of them weren't fans of the loving gesture. One person called the image sick. Someone else wrote, call the police. Someone else added, I don't care what anyone says. If a dad kisses a child on the lips, it's completely wrong.
Right, maybe you might not do that, and that's fine. And personally, I may not. But that's all it is. I'm not going to bat an eyelid to it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I did with my parents when I was young. I don't have children myself, but I don't know if I would... I don't know, maybe it's different when you have a child. I personally just don't like kissing anyone on the lips who isn't my partner.
I don't know, it's just, it's innocent, it's weird. Like, things have changed again with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember hearing a story, it was a little while back, where this granddad was taking photos of his granddaughter going down a slide in a park, and there was like almost a lynch mob coming after him.
Oh, God.
And it's like, until they found out it was his granddaughter.
Yeah, there's a lot of this story is obviously kind of pro-Beckham, and it's showing just examples of other people like Victoria Beckham, Hilary Duff, Kim Kardashian, all kissing their, like, children on the lips, because, it's all it fucking is. It's a sign of fucking affection. This reminds me of something. I forgot where I saw this. I should have looked this up before the show, but I'm not going to look it up now because it's going on a bit too long. But it reminds me of a fucking story where this, again, I think this was another fucking extreme third wave exclusionary feminist, was saying, like, the act of breastfeeding is sexual assault.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah, no.
Despite the fact that's, like, their exact biological function, that's the reason for their existence.
That's why they exist, yeah.
It's actually why mammals are mammals.
Yeah.
But, fuck off, because people are fucking retarded.
And that's sort of what it is as well, though. Like, it's an actual... I don't know, like... you said that sort of shit in my day. I say my day, this is my day, technically. But at school, when I was younger and that, you would have just been looked at like you were... I don't know, some sort of...
retard?
Special class idiot, yeah. Like,
I mean, okay, if you're breastfeeding the child who's 12 years old, like a fucking video I saw fucking recently, alright, that's kind of getting really weird, and I'm kind of disturbed.
Necessary, yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, I think I was on a really old Medicare video, like before Medicare was Medicare.
Not really.
Yeah, I think it's while he was still Jim 180 Jim. It was actually the original Internet Insanities, but this one was talking about someone called Mama K, who I believe is either homeless or maybe dead now, but she was just this really creepy 50-year-old woman who just had a weirdly intimate relationship with her son, and a very public one. It was Just fucking uncomfortable. But
Or was he like 50-year-old or something?
well,
40-year-old?
no, he was 14, I think, at the time. I mean, so long as you're just kissing your child on the lips to show affection and you're not getting them to film you in the bathtub or film you doing a striptease, then okay, that's fair enough. Unlike this other case, but still.
Yeah. God damn.
Let's lighten the mood. I say that this is like the least lightly moody show ever.
Yeah.
This I don't know how it happened. I mean, I was never sure what my idea for the Johnny Come Latelys was, but it's pretty much just weird or depressing or infuriating. The show.
Yeah. I guess.
It's just. Let's talk about light entertainment though. Let's talk about television and not Doctor Who for once.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Coronation Street, something else I don't fucking watch. But also from Yahoo News, this was on the 27th of November. Free Sally. Corrie fans threaten to boycott the soap over distressing storyline.
Oh, really? Like this? So now they just have control over the stories. You may as well just sit there and imagine what you want to see then.
I don't know if they've done anything, but the very fact that shit like this, it's like when Brian Griffin died on Family Guy, the very fact that this will cause people to protest and make hashtag campaigns.
Yeah, I know.
Whereas, there's like homeless people dying just outside, but...
Yeah. I mean, shit like this has been happening for ages though, like the Who Shot JR thing.
Yeah, but that was... I mean, that was kind of more of... That was kind of like a light-hearted mystery thing. It's like, it's like when The Simpsons, obviously in a parody of this, done Who Shot Mr. Burns. People were talking about it. It was kind of a meteor thing, but there wasn't like a genuine backlash and protest about it.
True. I think people have too much say these days.
Yeah, I mean, here's a perfectly sane, grounded individual. Magic Mikey. The Sally Guilty storyline is so horrible that I'm boycotting Coronation Street until she is released. Great story writing by scriptwriters, but the sick and twisted storylines in the name of drama, whatever. A few even called for free Sally t-shirts to be made with hashtag, oh god. Many couldn't help but reference the infamous Free Deirdre campaign. Oh yeah, I forgot about that fucking bullshit as well.
Yeah. Coronation Street just sucks though, like soap operas. I mean that's a prime example. Whenever we say it's always fucking boring, lonely housewives that just want to sit and fucking complain about the world. Who's their demographic?
Yeah.
Coronation Street. That's exactly who their demographic is.
Well, either bored housewife or my dad. My dad likes soaps. It's again, I'm not a TV watcher, so I God, even when I was though, I can't bring myself to watch soap or game shows.
I'm a reader. There, I said it.
I am a reader. Although the fucking last book I've read, I'm still taking ages to get through because it's just fucking infuriating reading.
Oh yeah.
I've mentioned it before. I'm not going into it again because life is short.
Yeah.
I'm especially reminded of this on my birthday. So,
Oh
God, what else? I've got one more story. It's kind of a lighter thing. It depends how you feel about fast food. This is from Inner Splendor. Is it? No, the website's different. What is it? Apsari.com? Whatever.
What?
Whatever. Something called Apsari.com. Woman found live maggots crawling inside McDonald's ketchup dispenser.
Oh.
I think the more depressing thing about this is it does not surprise me in any fucking way.
Yeah.
Recently, staff was caught chasing a rat out, but it seems like this is hard to avoid. Blah 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 blah. This very much an opinion piece. A Twitter user uploaded picture of maggots crawling out of ketchup dispenser in McDonald's. Never going near the ketchup at McDonald's again, but I'm perfectly willing to put that other shit in my body, apparently.
Yeah.
I told one member of staff she literally just ignored me and carried on serving customers. We had to stop someone from eating it because they didn't realise it's so grim. Video shows live maggots trying to crawl out the dispenser. It seems like something right out of a horror movie.
So, a complete opinion piece.
Yeah, this McDonald's branch was in Cambridge. I didn't know that. Cambridge in the UK. We're extremely sorry to see this and we'll try to get in contact with the customer directly. Our condiment area and dispenser should be checked for cleanliness every day and we're looking into what happened here. To make things worse, employees are protesting the lower wages. Yeah. Yeah, this is very, very opinionated. I mean, low wages suck, but as far as I'm aware, because I've applied for a job with them before, they do pay like at least minimum.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have to, I guess.
Yeah. So, God, that wasn't even worth bringing up. I've just had it sort of saved in my docket for like a month, so I just thought I'd use it. But well,
It
that's
just seems like a complete opinion piece, really. But I mean, it is kind of sad. But again, like you said, it's not something that you're massively surprised about.
God.
Not to criticise McDonald's in any way, just that.
Oh, I mean,
This happens.
there's reasons to criticize McDonald's, and I feel a bit of a hypocrite because I said I'd never eat there years ago, and generally I haven't. I did go there in the last few weeks though because I was at an event and it didn't finish till about 10 o'clock at night, and it was literally the only place still open serving food, and I was hungry, so
Yeah.
I got a burger. So I can't criticize McDonald's too much, despite the fact I don't think the policy on environment and like global scale isn't particularly great, but. Not surprised though. I mean, fucking hell. Even when I worked in a bar, like condiments or one of those things, if they're always left out. So if like the weather's hot, there's going to be flies. They're going to start laying eggs and shit.
Oh, of course.
I kind
It
of.
should be cleaned out quite a lot, hopefully.
Oh yeah. I mean that's what should happen. Obviously, it didn't here.
Good.
I mean this is just a dumb opinion piece of my own. I like all creatures on Earth. I appreciate all creatures on Earth, even the really weird or deadly ones. Everything kind of has its place, on the circle of life or that kind of crap. Flies freak me the fuck out, though. I've never liked them.
Flies, yeah.
I appreciate them, but they are ugly motherfuckers. And that buzzing noise that they make when that, like, gets past my ear just fucking makes me jolt.
Oh, yeah. They just literally seem to be spider food or any other animal food.
Pretty much. I mean, that's why I'm perfectly content to leave wild spiders roaming around free.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I did the same. Like, if I see them, it freaks her out a little bit, so I'll throw one out the window or something. But if I see them and I'm alone, I tend to just leave it. If you've got spiders, you've got a clean house. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think I'm just looking around my room here. I think I've got maybe 2 in the corners.
yeah.
Occasionally, like most places in the UK, you'll be up about 11 at night and just see a fucking huge bugger run out from under the chair.
Yeah. Not pretty though.
Because house spiders get fucking big.
Do I?
I mean, not compared to obviously my pets, but still, for the UK. God, you know what? Talking about fucking retarded things people say, I've genuinely been asked if I like have tarantulas free roaming.
Oh yeah. I just let them crawl under things so I'll never find them again.
Yeah, they're like puppies. And just let them run around.
Why would you? Oh god, why would you ever think that?
Like fucking hell.
People are dumb. I mean, I have my my lizard running around every so often, but we make sure he's in sight. And if he gets under something, he's so stupid that he's also got his tail hanging out.
Oh god. I take my corn snake out sometimes. I never really let it just run around freely on the floor because those bastards are really good at escaping. And I do not want to deal with that headache.
Yeah, well, the thing is that's what they're for. I mean, even with because I was a bearded dragon, they're a lot more domestic. But their natural instinct for everything we've discussed here, so your snakes, your spiders, my lizard, is to hide or find a hiding spot.
Yeah.
Or escape. So why would you ever think, oh yeah, we just, you just put your spider on a wall? Like, yeah, that's fine.
God.
Like, the fuck?
Even then, I just had her sort of out one time around my arms, like turned around, and she disappeared. It was the weirdest thing. And what happened is she somehow managed to like grab onto the curtain. And she was like in the windowsill. Christ,
oh, wow. That quick?
Yeah. I love snakes.
They're beautiful though.
Oh yeah. Again, I like all creatures, with the exception of flies. Saying that though, I would never, if I had the magic button or the infinity gauntlet, I would never just wipe them out because they do serve a purpose. And
yeah, as with all creatures.
I just personally don't like them. And
yeah, that's fine to do though. You don't have to like everything.
They're one of the few creatures that if they're flying around, especially in my kitchen, I will fucking kill them because they're a health hazard.
Oh yeah, yeah. And like you say, they're more likely to put their fucking eggs in anything.
Eggs in your
Food.
tomato dispensers.
Ugh, yeah.
It might sound a bit strange to people. I've got such a problem with flies, considering I've got like a cockroach colony in my bedroom. But okay,
But they're kind of interesting to look at. To be honest
I find them weirdly pretty.
yeah.
They are kind of interesting. The only thing is, they get really noisy at night. They don't make so much noise themselves as you hear them moving en masse.
Yeah,
It's like,
scuttling around.
yeah, it's like, oh, for fuck's sake! Like, it's one of the things I'm looking forward to about moving. I'm probably not going to be having my creatures in my bedroom.
Yeah, yeah.
They can have their own space. I don't know if it's going to be the living room or maybe a spare room, but we're not going to be sharing the same area, so I'll be spared that.
Yeah, it's a bit like the what do you call them, the mealworms? Like they're just kind of noisy.
Yeah, I got those too.
And once you've got them, you've got them. Like Jesus Christ, they just eat each other and breed.
Oh yeah, most creatures are cannibalistic. Even the cockroaches are if you don't feed them enough. Reminds me, I'm actually probably anyway. This has gone off a complete fucking tangent. Let's just jump into the quiz. To be honest, I've not really prepared this episode, as you can probably tell, because I keep checking up on things. But it's about time to record, and backlog of recordings have kind of run out. So let's just get this done. So I have no fucking segue at all. Let's just go into this. Build a weird boyfriend and we'll reveal which food matches your personality. Which is an odd fucking premise for a quiz, because I think if anything it would have been choose a food item and we'll tell you what your boyfriend is, but...
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not that, I'll be honest with you.
This is by Matthew Perpetua in the Brain Trust and Height of Intellectual Discourse that is BuzzFeed. Let's play. So, how tall is your special guy? Tiny, regular, extra big, towering, the size of a literal tower, truly vast in scale.
Oh, I'm gonna go truly fast.
So basically a titan.
Yeah.
What colour are his eyes? Blue, green, brown, white, black, or red, or gold, or rainbow swirl, or no eyes, please. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna go no eyes.
Okay, right. We're getting to serial killer territory very quickly.
Yeah.
What's an interesting thing about his body? Lots of dimples all over the place. He's covered in blue fur. Oh, fucking furries, my god. All of the hair on his head is actually razor-sharp wires.
What?
Sometimes he has genitals and sometimes he doesn't. He's non-corporeal, like a ghost. Big floppy arms. 6 fingers per hand. No bones. His butt is always sopping wet.
There's not a good one. The genitals one.
Sometimes has them, sometimes don't. Not to make a judgment. Oh no, that's a complete lie. I'm totally making a judgment here. But I have a sneaking suspicion that this author may also be involved heavily in Tumblr and DeviantArt.
Yeah.
Just a fucking sneaking suspicion.
Yeah.
Tumblr's going down the shitter, you heard. They're banning pornography and not safe for work content.
Oh, really?
I'm going to sound like a complete degenerate here, but most of the time I've ever actually interacted with Tumblr is to...
Rag on them.
Yeah, let's just say it wasn't to involve in an actual discourse. It was mainly I found some images of interest. Anyway,
I see.
what's an interesting thing about his personality? The only food he will eat is olives. I like olives, but I wouldn't exclusively eat them. He hates boats and wants to destroy all boats. He doesn't know anything, obsessed with sewers, only wants to talk about or visit sewers, so Charlie. He's never had an opinion and never will on any topic. Fully convinced he's a Pokemon, so Chris Chan. Can only communicate with dad jokes,
Oh my god.
so my granda. Addresses every woman as mommy or mother, so Norman Bates. And speaks and behaves as though he's Austin Powers all the time.
Oh, I'm gonna go with he hates boats.
boats. God, I think I might have brought this up back in the old Monochrome 1 days, but I think I did say to you, there was like, I found this really weird post one time where someone was showing like pictures of the ocean liner RMS Olympic being broken up in a scrapyard in the 1930s.
Yeah.
It had the most enraged response from like someone who honestly seemed psychotic, who was like going on basically saying, you know, for destroying such a beautiful ship, I wish I could find you and kill your fucking family. It's like, my God.
Wow. Jesus.
I think my thought should have been, is this the same guy who wrote that weird Titanic fan fiction where Titanic became where Titanic became a woman and they had a relationship?
Oh my God. Seek help, guys.
God, don't you love the internet? God.
I don't. I really don't.
I keep meaning to track down that guy just to see what he's up to these days. I don't know if that's kind of crossing the line into full-out, like, cyberbullying, but...
Nah,
fucking hell.
Just at least reading what he's written. Just then reading out a public story.
I'm increasingly becoming, like, of the opinion that the internet is just like an old-fashioned freak show.
Cesspool of absolute, I don't know, retardation.
Yeah. Finally, what's your special guy's name? Donald, Venmo, Hog Cranker, Remy.
What was that one?
Remy.
Oh God.
Butter Boy. Ah! Thunderdong. Wet Daddy. The Bludgeoner. Okay, I might be concerned with his mental health, but honestly, this is probably one of the most entertaining quizzes I've found yet.
Yeah. Not one of them sounds like Ryan.
Yes, it does.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Would that be Thunderdong?
I'll go Thunderdong, yeah. Hanging dong.
So, do you know what food matches your personality?
Go on.
Cheddar cheese.
Oh.
You're so pure, just a kind of innocent sweetheart. Hopefully the world will not do too much to spoil us.
Yeah, no, I was imagining Chris Chandler.
I like how you knew that was the voice I was going for.
Yeah.
I should have said hot sweet, though, because, you know, Chan. God, I've not spoken about Chan for a few episodes as well, but that's actually went so far off the deep end, I'm going to leave it for another day.
Yeah, that's gone worrying.
No, I think
I've heard.
We should probably end this now.
What, a Thunderdong?
Yeah, Thunderdong cheese. Oh my... Oh, that's an image. Well, I hope you've all learned something today. Probably not. I have been MonoDrew.
And I've been the dreaded Cambrian.
Yep. Thank you for listening to Johnny Come Latelys. Tune in next week, hopefully, for a new episode, and... fucking hell, have a good night. Christ.
No, thank you for listening, everyone. Good night.
Opening theme music is The End, no vocal version, by Lost European. This track and more can be found at www.freemusicpublicdomain.com. Other soundtracks obtained from media found on archive.org.